Holy crap, what a day. That Nintendo Direct was absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. So many great things, just Smash Bros related. I'm not even talking about the other stuff. Super Nintendo Online that's coming, the Pokemon stuff, the Luigi's, all that sort of stuff. That's awesome. But the Smash Bros stuff, holy crap, that was awesome. But there's also more to the Smash Bros stuff. And what I got here in front of me are the patch notes for update 5.0.0. So let's take a look at these. Man, first of all, what did you guys think about the Direct, man? I was hooting and hollering down. I was at work when it happened, but I'm on the computer watching it, and I'm just like, holy that it was crazy. And then they announced, oh yeah, even more DLC fighters are in it. Oh my god, what? I lost my mind, dude. I lost my mind at work. Such a great day. Such a great day. And then on a random side note, the new Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. That game, it's out right now. Like, that was random. That just happened too. Like, what is going on? Such a great day. But overall, let's shift focus back here to the update 5.0.0 patch notes. Now, I will say, and you'll see this as well, but there's not a ton of patch notes. And real quick, I want to touch on this. There's not a ton of patch notes, and very simple explanation that I can come up with is we just had a big patch note update roughly just over a month ago. So don't expect too many nerfs, don't expect too many buffs, don't expect too many changes. So it's a smaller list, but there's still a few things that we got to talk about that can still kind of impact, a few of the fighters at least. And plus, kind of like a little bug, a little glitch, if you will. Not a glitch, but it is a little bit of a bug. So first one, and this is probably, you might say this might be the biggest one, like this one right here. Common for all fighters. This is a change for all fighters. Basic movements. Previously, if you were in the air and held the shield button, so you're in the air and obviously you're holding the shield button, and input left, right, or down, and then continued to hold the shield button until you landed, you would dodge in the direction input upon landing. So you dodge in one direction. But now, you will only dodge after landing if you input the direction after the landing. So not like, well, it's in the air and you're holding, so like if you're shielding and you're holding left in the air, you're not going to do it once you land. You have to do it after the fact. So yeah, it's cool. You can get some a lot of accidental not sudden deaths, but self-destructions. It can cost you. It really can. So this is probably the biggest thing you have to note. So again, it's when you're holding the shield button, now you will only dodge after landing if you input the direction after landing. So it's not during the air. So that was a pretty big thing. That's probably the most notable thing for the entire patch notes. But we'll talk about everything anyway. So again, all fighters adjusted the time until you could move after grab parrying to be consistent. Isn't that like a grab tech or something like that? Isn't that a different term for the Smash community, I believe? So something different. But very few characters. Very few. Yoshi, Peach, Daisy, okay, sure. Ice Climbers, Villager, Rosalina, Joker, and Hero. Those are the characters that got touched and buffed and nerfed and whatever. But a couple interesting ones. So, Yoshi basic movements made it so that you can grab using input buffering after dodging like other fighters. So, hey, if majority of the characters kind of, function in one way. Yes, my Banjo just finally downloaded. Hold up. Start that up. Now you got it. Okay, fine. Sorry, I'm downloading Banjo. So yeah, if a bunch of fighters are all kind of the same way, shouldn't every fighter kind of be that? So, the whole thing with Yoshi and the grabbing, the input buffering, whatever that is. I don't play as Yoshi, so I don't know anything about that. But anyway, here's one of the big ones. So Peach and kind of Daisy, they're considered to be kind of that top tier, one of the better characters all around in Smash Ultimate, right? Didn't somebody just win a tournament with her not too long ago? I'm pretty sure. So Peach is, a big talking point right now. But Peach is up special. They buffed Peach. They buffed Peach, really? Alright, so they buffed her, and Daisy as well, because the Echo Fighter. Made it easier to hit multiple times with her up special. I think that's what her little up... She kind of like twirls around or something. I don't play as Peach. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm just excited. My Banjo just downloaded. Let me start my game, please. Excellent, excellent. We'll get that going in the background. You won't see it, but yeah. So Peach and Daisy got a buff. Okay, wow, interesting. Ice Climbers, they got something. Basic movement restored Nana's ability to steal edge grabs. So that's kind of cool if you're Popo's got it, or you're trying to get back on stage, and then the opponent goes and grabs it. Now Nana has a chance to steal that back. So kind of cool. Ice Climbers get a little something, Villager up smash buried opponents will now be okay. Go to the game. Hey Banjo, how you doing? Buried opponents will now be shot up and hit multiple times with his up smash if they're buried. So okay, a little interesting. So I guess it's I don't know. Is it a combo extender? Combo something? I don't know. I don't play Villager either. Rosaline and Luma. I didn't even know about this one. Hero's Snooze will no longer prevent Luma from being controlled, similar to other instances of sleep. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Just gonna move. If somebody plays Rosalina and knows anything what that means, please tell me down in the comments. I have no idea. But Joker. So Joker, I think Joker slightly got buffed. I think. Let me know what you think. So Joker has adjusted the time it takes to move again to match other fighters when bouncing while lying facing down. If you don't know what that means, so again, facing down. So if you get hit and you're falling down onto the stage, right? So here's Joker and he comes down. When any character lands, they have that. There's a tiny little like a bounce effect to their effect to the while lying face down. So I'm thinking he's gonna get up slightly quicker now, or adjusted the time it takes to move again to match other fighters. Or was Joker getting up quicker? I don't know off the top of my head. So I think he got a very tiny bit of a buff, but is very, very minor, I think. But again, so if you're falling face down, or even when you get knocked backwards, and if you get knocked backwards and you end up, I guess getting knocked backwards and you come down on your face, that still has its own little bounce effect. So I guess he just gets up quicker. That's all it is. So if he falls down on his face, he gets up slightly quicker. I think that's how I'm reading this, if I'm doing that right. So, oh my gosh. Hero got a very surprising one. Not this one, but a neutral special. After Kafriz hits a fighter or the stage and it explodes, it can now be guarded against with a shield, reflected, or absorbed. Okay, a little interesting. I figured there's going to be something with new stage. All right, but I figured there's going to be something with Hero, and I think this is the big one for Hero. This is the big one. Hero's down special, just one of them, increased the amount of times the opponent will be in the damage animation when hit at the beginning of Magic Burst. Hero's Magic Burst got buffed. Why? Why are we buffing that? It's a very good question. I need to know. Somebody let me know why. If anyone has actual legitimate, I don't know. That's weird. Why would Magic Burst get buffed? Why? I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. But and then other for Hero, adjusted the time it takes to move again. Well, okay, so same thing as Joker. While lying facing down. I guess the bouncing animation that it does. I guess you slightly get up faster now. I'm guessing that's what that means. So, let me try to put this a bit simpler. But I think they just reduced. There might have been a couple more frames to Joker and Hero when doing the bounce effect. There might have been just a couple frames more than other characters, so they might have just reduced or taken away just a couple of the frames to make a match everybody else. Does that make sense? So it's just everybody else is going to be like boom, boom, and get up at the same time, roughly. So I think that's how I'm reading that. So pretty interesting. And then the last one. I don't think they've done this ever. They buffed. No, they nerfed an item. I don't know what. They did something to the Smash Ball. Slowed the movement speed and made it easier to hit with attacks. So if you play with items on, if you play with the Smash Ball, it's going to be moving around a bit slower. And I'm guessing the hitbox is now going to be a bit bigger, because if they're going to make it easier to hit, hitbox, making that bigger is just going to make sense. So an item got on the patch notes. That's got to be a nerf though, right? If it's slowing down, yeah, that's a nerf. So an item just got a nerf. What? All right, but anyway, like I said, there's not a ton of these. I will leave the link to this in the description if you want to read this, even though I kind of went over all this stuff. But yeah, the big things. The first one, the dodging in the air and all that sort of stuff. That was a pretty. I think that's the biggest one, honestly, to take away from the whole patch notes. And then Peach getting a buff. Okay, why? Hero Magic Burst getting a buff. Excuse me, why? I guess those are the main two to really talk about. And yeah, anyway, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Who's downloaded Banjo? Hold up, let me finish this. Who's new music? The music looks pretty good. I can't wait to try them out. Version 5.0. Oh, weird. I'm reading the patch notes for that right now. But crazy. Special gift, Talkless Spirit. What? There's a new Dragon Quest Spirit. Goemon Wig. Oh, okay, all this stuff. All right, so yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. Are you hyped? Is everybody like back on the table for future DLC discussions? Because they never specifically said it was a Fighter Pass 2. They just said more Fighter Pass or more fighters are coming. So does that mean maybe we only get like 2 to 3 new fighters? So it's just going to kind of be like every couple months maybe we get a new fighter. So does that mean everyone is on the table, spirits, assist trophies? Because they really seem to kind of emphasize, you know, Sakurai did towards the end of it, like fan favorites. Is that what they're going to focus on? Could we get assist trophy promotions? Could we get spirits such as maybe Shantae, maybe Rayman, who's been, you know, kind of gypped quite a few times now? Dixie Kong, Bandana Waldo. There's so many characters that come to mind. Are they back on the table? I think it's a good discussion, but maybe you could make another video about that. Who knows? Let me know what you guys think. Here's the patch notes. Not a whole ton, but remember, we just had a big patch roughly about a month ago. So that is going to be it for this one. I do hope you guys enjoyed. This should be fun. I'm going to go play as Banjo, and hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.